Yeah, you're loud
Yeah,
and clear
we
for
can hear
us.
you.
Oh my god, folks. So OBS decided that it had another update in the midst of that. Crashed, caused everything else to crash. And then had to download an update. But we're now back online, except that it lost some files, some the fancy video intro files created by Taladar. It lost them in the update. So that's awesome! Great OBS! That's just great!
You
Oh
know how
man.
Bliss was feeling towards these Angel Gang members? That's Max right now.
Toward
Yep.
OBS. Well, we're live again. This is going to be interesting video to upload in 3 parts to YouTube later. But it's all working now. All right, we're almost at the end of this session too. Okay. All right, it's all good. It's all right. Welcome back, Sis Furious. Yes, I am furious. I'm furious at OBS right now. But it's all good. It's all good. All right. You guys are camping in the daytime, sleeping. I don't remember what was happening when in the middle of the crash. But Akiri was kind of waking up as evening fell.
Yeah, she's gonna look at the seed.
Yes. What was your intelligence check?
I hadn't rolled it yet. Give me a sec. It's gonna go great, case.
Oh my goodness.
That went a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Okay, so you remember he told you that this magic seed would make you grow.
Yeah.
So, you are analyzing it, trying to figure out, trying to follow the magical auras on it, even though you're not trained in such things.
Maybe Shadir explained it to her like once and she's trying to figure it out.
There you go. So it's more about spending the time with it and sensing it. Although you're doing this, well, I guess you're planning to rest through the night as well, so it's all right. Let me see here. Yes, everything crashed, so I have to reopen my notes too. Okay. Ah, yes, the mystery seed. Alright. This will cause you... So if you swallow this seed, whoever swallows this seed will grow in size, a size category, gaining strength and constitution. They will also get a random effect applied to them for well, a random effect. A random effect. And in addition, yes?
How is this like a permanent thing? Or is it just like
the random effects are all different. The size
No, I mean
the size thing is for 24 hours.
Okay.
Or until the third ability is triggered. The third ability is if you would die during that 24-hour period, you lose your size increase instead. Die specifically from damage.
It's a Super Mario mushroom.
Basically.
That's amazing.
And sometimes it's also a Tanuki suit instead or something.
Akiri's just kind of tossing it back and forth in her hands, looking between Bref, Vapos, and Mavra. Just like, I have 3 really good people to use this on at some point.
It's the mystery life seed.
But she's mostly looking at Vapos. Because of the last effect. Because, Corey, please stop coming that close to the brink of death.
Hey, it's been
Akiri's
a while.
gonna wrap you in bubble wrap.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because Akiri is just like, well, I guess I gotta pocket this dumbass.
Okay. So as the sun is setting, Bella has a dream.
So,
Woo.
Bella, it's a strange dream. And you recognize that it's different from most dreams. Because someone speaks to you at the start of this dream.
Close your eyes and open your mind.
Bella, you dream of music, distant birds, strange music, and a voice, and a figure. There are figures in clouds, and one of them swims up to you through the clouds. It's a weird movement, like a slither. It's a gigantic flying snake in these clouds. And this enormous snake blinks at you with its slitted eyes. And on its head, on its forehead, as its tongue slithers in and out of its mouth, a third eye opens. Bright green. That's the whole dream.
alrighty then.
And then you wake up, and it's the middle of the night.
Cool. Well, at least we got our beauty sleep.
Okay. We're going to skip over the rest of the watches because nothing else happens. You guys sent a pretty clear message to the Angel Gang.
Gee, I wonder why. Painting blood on the trees.
And you didn't manage to question any of them. So you don't know for exactly what reason they were even pursuing you. But you are rested, so you guys get the benefits of a full rest.
Yay!
And then some.
Huzzah!
You relax. The stress falls away. You wish you could have a bath, but that is not the case out here. In the night, there were once again that blue beam of laser-like firelight shot up toward the heavens to the southeast. It is now the 24th of Mand.
I think while we're camping, Bliss would just be sitting around, with everyone else. But definitely nearby the cart because he's getting a little paranoid about the eggs. But he would still be, with the group. And if anyone is looking, he is fondling the metamorphosis egg. He is looking at it very intently and kind of just studying it. But he isn't saying anything. He's been abnormally quiet since the other night. And he's really looking at the egg very, very intently and trying to, it looks like he's very deep in thought.
Okay. Do you guys can you stay another 10 minutes? Or we gotta cut it off?
That should be fine.
Yeah, we're good.
I do 10 minutes.
Alright.
Sure.
Nico, make a handle check.
Okay.
You're staring at the eggs intently.
Wait. I'm talking about the frog egg, right?
No. I missed that part.
That was the whole thing. No. Bliss is near the eggs, but he's studying the metamorphosis egg.
Okay. What does he want to study about it?
It's not. I was more just opening that he's more just looking at it. He's thinking. He's thinking about what he might want to do with it. But he's not
watching
actually
the disturbing tadpole swimming around inside of the clear egg.
Actually,
growing into a frog and then shrinking back down again.
Okay. Could I talk to somebody, or we need to wrap it up?
No, you can talk. But if you guys want to do exploration checks, this would be a good time to do that while you're talking.
Okay. What do you guys think? Do we want to try to... I guess it's nighttime, right? Do we want to travel through the night?
It's the next day now.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
no, it's
mind.
next morning.
I was confused.
Your exhaustion has been cleared. Everyone's cleared one level
Okay.
and regained their spells. But Bliss,
Okay.
you're studying the metamorphosis egg.
So far the ones who have used it are Vapos and Breath, right?
That's right. And they are quite transformed.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, Corey. What were you gonna say?
No, that. Go ahead.
This will walk up to I think Vapos, because he had the most visibly intense change. And he's holding the egg and he's looking at it. He says to Vapos, what was it like using this? Why did you change the way that you did? I was there, I saw it happen. Why did you change and the way that you did? Sorry, I said that already. He's clearly kind of a little lost in thought.
I understand your confusion, and it was rather drastic, wasn't it? But yes. So essentially, what I wanted, I was trying to. I mean, we already spoke about it, but I was trying to get away from our enemies. And I was frustrated and feeling that their teachings were failing me and failing all of us to a certain extent. And so, as I ate the egg, I was thinking about going back to my roots, and instead of learning the ways of the four elements, instead just deepening my connection to the plane of water. And I suppose that given my heritage, the egg chose to take that in a very literal sense.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I've been thinking about what I would use the egg for, and I don't know. I'm starting to grow a distaste for the way that I do things. Those two men in the fight the other night, the way that they came to me because I told them to, because they thought they loved me. That's exactly what my teacher did to me. I'm not sure I like it very much anymore. So, I suppose, in a way, feeling the same way as you, I want to distance myself from what I've been and try to embrace something different, but I don't know. So much of my worth has been put in my appearance. I'm very scared to... If I do what I think I want to do, it's going to affect my beauty, I suppose. And I'm frankly terrified of that possibility because it's kind of my whole self-worth. And I'm really scared to get rid of that.
Vapos is gonna kind of hesitantly put a hand on Bliss's shoulder, and he's just gonna say, "Well, I've seen you in action a few times now, and I must say that you are worth a great deal more than just what you look like."
He's gonna smile. He's gonna say, yes, and I'm trying to accept that. And Bella has said the same thing, and I think that's why I want to make this change. I think you would help me embrace that, but I'm just really scared.
I can understand that, and I mean, as we were speaking about it, I was afraid too. And I don't know whether it's the right decision for you or not, but I can certainly understand needing to escape from an element of your past that's haunting you. And so, I suppose the best piece of advice that I can offer is whatever you decide, I'll still be here, and I think I can speak for the rest of the Wanderers and say that they'll still be here too.
Bliss almost...
Don't take that as me presuming what they think. It's just based on my observations. I'm sorry.
Bliss looks like might start to cry. Like he's kind of sniffing a little bit. And he kind of looks at the egg, and he kind of looks at Vapos, and he just kind of whispers him, "Thank you." He looks at the egg, and he kind of thinks really hard. And okay, Max, before I make any decisions tonight, I do want to clarify it because I know being a bard is more of a cerebral thing than a physical thing. Can the egg change my subclass?
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
It can't change your class, but it can change your subclass.
Okay. Bliss looks at the egg and he hesitates. Like, he looks for a second like he's going to put it back in his pocket. And then, kind of mirroring how Vapos did it, he just shoves the egg into his mouth all of a sudden. And... whew,
The frog egg with the tadpole goes wriggling down your throat.
he doesn't love the feeling. So the way what I think this looks like is any shadows in the area suddenly warp and twist and wrap around Bliss's body, and they kind of like cover him up. Like he almost looks like a black silhouette for a moment, and then they fall away. And that unearthly fey beauty that Bliss has always had is now gone. In fact, his skin, instead of that bright pink, is like an ashen white. And his hair has gone black. His horns are white, and they kind of, instead of curling down like ram's horns, they now kind of curve up, like point up towards the sky. And his eyes are just black, just solid black. You can't even see pupils. As he transforms, he kind of looks down at his new skin, and he's still conventionally attractive, but like he's not unearthly beautiful anymore. And he kind of looks at himself, and for a moment he looks kind of horrified, but then he just smiles and he says, okay, yeah, I think this is gonna work. And Bliss is now a College of Whispers bard.
Very cool.
Funky.
Yeah, and he's gonna look to Vapos and he's just gonna say, thank you. I think I'm tired of making people think they like me. If I'm gonna make people do what I want, I think it's gonna be out of fear now.
Well,
Vapos, what did you do?
Not quite what Vapos was expecting.
Blitz, over the next 24 hours, you're going to have pains and shivers. Over the next 12 hours, really. You're going to have pains and shivers, and your body is kind of getting used to this metamorphosis as it settles in. Folks, as you are traveling, continuing to the southeast, you see an airship flying way high up. Occasionally, some flames erupt from portholes along the sides of the ship as dragons' heads stick out, clearing the path and making it easy for you guys on your way. You spot, at the end of your travel of that day, you will reach the base of a tall, tall mountain. So tall, in fact, that you can see the tree line fade. And the bare stone and earth of the mountain continue on up past the clouds. Way up top, you can just barely make out a strange tower. Where the airship has parked nearby.
Great. Fun.
Let's see if
Fantastic.
that crashes the stream really quick. Alright, didn't crash at that time. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it has been a blast playing with you guys. We are going to have to call it. It is late for some of you folks. Thank you so much for staying up late to play this game. It's always an absolute blast to play with you guys. Thank you to those of you who hung out in chat, and those of you especially who had the patience to stick through while OBS crashed on me twice. Sorry about that. I guess it was really insistent about this random extra update. Maybe the first update didn't take. I don't know. This map is by Chipeku, cartography by Chipeku. So that's very cool. Beautiful. From their Patreon. And let's see. Thank you to Specifically to Furious, the man with no screen name, for hanging out. And thank you to Jeremy, player of Breath. Thank you to M, player of Akiri. Thank you to Kirsten, player of Bella. Thank you to Nico, player of Bliss, who is metamorphosed this at the very end of this session very dramatically. Very interesting. Thank you to Corey, player of Vapos. Guys, you all had awesome role-playing. Bella went through this awesome thing with the Great Bard. Bref, you had some dramatic moments. Everybody, refresh your inspiration, please. And thank you to Danielle, player of Mavra, who had to leave as usual after an hour, but we greatly appreciate you and your role-playing. Okay, folks, we are probably going on a hiatus of the Wildlands campaign, but we will be looking to play something else in this time slot. We may do some one-shots or some board game nights or whatever. 2 of our players are moving. They're changing states. So within the US, so we are going to be taking a little hiatus while they sort that out, but I'm sure they will hurry back so we can continue the awesome story of the Wildlands and get to play through this interesting map. So, without further ado, we're still in that underpopulated mountain zone. Good to know, Breath. Without further ado, we will say goodnight. Planning to play again in this slot next week, but probably doing a different game as Wildlands Beyond. A hopefully brief hiatus. Okay, folks, have a good one. Good night. That's all.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Thanks, Max,
Good night.
for running this. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent as always.
Okay. Bye, everybody. I think the outro video is broken, so just good nights.
Night.
Bye.